Welcome!
Bam! We did it! It is complete. The 100%. I didn't expect to be making this video so early, but with it being a minor update to the previous update, I wasn't going to save it all the way until the usual upload day being Saturday. Now when I say we did it, I mean it. Well yeah, the previous 99% of it was me all alone, but with the final challenge I'm very grateful to have been helped. A ton of people offered their support in partying up and earning motherships for me to get those 4 support gunner kills I needed. Many comments of people willing to help, and I thank you all very much. In the end, it was Sir OG Killer who joined a lobby of mine and whipped up a couple motherships while I was messing around with the Shadow Claws. Wait, what? The Shadow Claws? S0ur, you got Fonny to hook you up with more of those OP weapon pieces of shit. Yeah, that's another thing I should add as an update on the previous 99% video, and then after I have a little funny story to tell. First though, in that video I was talking about how I won't have anything more to grind out after the 100% as far as multiplayer is concerned, and because of that I won't have a reason to play as much. And that has changed since the previous video. I do apologize for what I'm about to show. At the end of that 99% video, the very end, if you stuck around, you will have heard me briefly, sarcastically whine about how they introduced the crypto key sale for the first time ever after I recently spent over 2,000 of them, and if you happened to not click away when it faded to black, you will have seen this clip where I opened the 5th supply drop of that set of 5. What? You can't make that stuff up. Guess who has another weapon to grind up? This guy. I'm sure a very tiny percentage of people stick around for an after-outro scene. However, when the video was off rendering, things got even more interesting. Of course, I did want to take advantage of this promotion, and I planned to spend all of what I had, the 700 or so. I didn't want to make any more supply drop videos, so this will never be posted as a standalone. But here is the world's fastest supply drop opening of 70 rares or so, I didn't count. Those keys felt like they went on forever because of the duplicate burning and the direct bonus crypto keys, and because of the fact that it's 40% off. It just kept looping back into itself, giving me more and more to open, just when I thought it was finally done. I wonder what percentage off would yield infinite supply drops. I bet if they were like 70% off or maybe, and you already had tons of items, so you'd be burning most of your drops, you might literally have infinite supply drops where you continue to get more and more keys by opening things. Anyway, during that opening, well, quite a few things happened. Did you happen to catch any of them? Hey, I like that. That's actually one of the cooler ones. Whoa, another one. What? We got nothing that whole time since the Carver, and now that we're on the very last of our burned keys, rapid fire mode. Oh, shit, dude, that's actually a bit of a game changer. That thing borders on OP, and it sure is annoying as hell to go up against. Oh my god, back to back, dude! It's crazy that happened, but that's actually my first duplicate weapon. The guilt continues. If I could give that away, I would in a heartbeat. It's worth way more than the 20 or however many crypto keys I get back for it. Yeah, so that is something. I am now the guilty owner of half the melee weapons in the game and just over half of the unique weapons, 5 out of 9, only missing what you see on screen in red. I threw together a rough list here of what I've gotten out of supply drops so far. I would say I'm the proud owner of them, but you know, guilty owner of them because not everyone has them and I didn't really arrive at them through hard work. I mean, it was a lot of time spent in game, I guess, but then luck to follow it up. There are many other people who have spent more time in the game than I have and do not have this many items. Then again, there may be some reason for that aside from luck. I think the fact that I've saved all my keys for so long before opening them may really have helped. First of all, I kinda feel like the weapons are more common now than they used to be. Maybe they increased the rates, but I have zero evidence of that, I'll be clear. However, maybe even if they didn't increase the rates, if you think about it, there are very simply more weapons to get now. If there were only 3 back then, and now there are however many, like 20, that sounds like better odds to me, but then again they have been adding in new gear and taunts and titles and all that too. I think the ratio of weapons to other stuff has been getting better though, if I had to guess. But I also know nothing about how their loot system works. Maybe the system first rolls to see if you landed on the tiny chance for a weapon, and then it randomly selects what weapon you get after that. Who knows? Definitely not me, or probably anyone out there on YouTube who's gonna pretend like they know the secrets of the supply drop system, so stay wary. I will always encourage people to question what they're told, look for evidence, look for data, check sources, you know. Anyway, I also got a few gear sets that I actually thought were pretty cool. Usually I can't be bothered with any of that since the hero outfit is often what I am more proud to wear, at least I feel like I worked for that, but it gets old after a while. All I know is that come the next double weapon XP weekend, I'll have quite a bit to do now. Aside from the 100% challenge completion, I have been getting every weapon to max weapon level and dark matter, and I feel like I should keep doing that when I get new ones for some obsessive reason. That said, there aren't really many videos that can be made out of that, so I guess not much has changed there with the lack of multiplayer content to make. Thinking back to this time last year, I still had the Camel Grind going, that crazy project of a series, which was fun, and even though it ran crazy long, I felt a responsibility to complete it and reach some closure. I don't really have a thing like that going this year, and I'm kind of glad about that, to be honest. Speaking of the Camel Grind, that does connect to the little funny story I wanted to tell. Back to the Man of the Hour OG Killer. If you read his comment, he said that just like on AW, he'd help me get the final challenge, and that is actually very true. Now, there wasn't really any final challenge in AW, they didn't have this 100%er system yet, but what he did help me with way back then was to get my final Moz Paladin takedown in order to get my full weapon mastery loadout, meaning that diamond and gold exo. I think there were 3 paladins you needed to shoot down, so I was at 2 out of 3. He and I believe another guy, DJ Claus, were with me running the paladin in a hardcore dom lobby so that if they earned one, I could shoot it down, but I ended up getting a paladin in a double tapped care package and I let him take it so that I could shoot it down, and that worked. So it was about this time, a year and a month ago, that I was thanking OG Killer for helping me out. Way back then, that video went up May 10th, 2015. It was the Moz Camel Grind video, if you want to find it for some godforsaken reason, but I do think it is quite the amusing coincidence that history has repeated itself. He has stepped in twice to help me out with more or less the final challenge I needed to do in each game. Maybe I'll see you in Infinite Warfare, man. Anyway, I thought that was fun. Thank you again, sir. I enjoyed watching your score climb as you KN44'd your way to victory. I could count the score and knew when you were about to earn it. One little add-on here, in case anyone was wondering about the Dark Ops challenges, because I haven't said pretty much anything about them. I never made them my mission. I didn't put any effort into singling them out and completing them. I think that would lead to a lot more frustration than they're worth. I did end up doing some of them, that's all of them right here, and I am completely fine with that progress. Well, that is all for this short video. It was an update on an update, which is why I figured I'd throw it up on a Wednesday. I thought I might do something to commemorate the true 100%. 99% just isn't the same. It is all done now. I can hardly believe it. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.
Secure.